Hi, everybody. So today what we're going to do is we're going to work with the koi fish. I know we've looked at the rainbow fish and we looked at the side view of the fish where we could see half of its face and we focused in on the scales. Today what we're going to do is we're going to get what's called a bird's eye view. It's going to be like we're up here looking down and we can see the fish swimming. We can see the lily pads that are in there. We can see seagrass. We're even going to make the water look like it's moving. So the shape we need to think about for this is actually like a bent teardrop. So you're going to notice that it's rounded on one end and it kind of comes to a point. You can make as many fish as you want. I'm going to make more than one. So it's going to start with the bottom of the fish, which is kind of like that U shape we've used. And it's going to come up. And then I'm going to make this connect. So that is going to be the fish's body. So I'll do it the other way now. I made that curvy line, and I'm going to bring this down, and this is going to come meet it. So it's like a stretched out teardrop. So far I have two fish showing, and I'm going to add the tails, and you can add the tails like a triangle, or I'm going to make mine a little bit fluttery. Just going to flutter it. There's one. You can keep it straight if you want. There's his other part of his tail. Same here, you can make it as long as you want. Maybe it goes right off the page. There we go. And then I'm going to think about his fins, and you can keep it real simple. You can go like this. There we go. Or you could make it a little bit longer, like he has long fins. 1, 2, whichever one you like better. It's up to you. Then in the back, there's usually, you can see at the top, if you're looking above, you're going to make this like long kind of organic shape. Oops, I went a little far. And that's the top because we're looking from above. Now I'm going to add an eye here. 1, 2. I can see both because I'm looking from above. I'm going to add the part that separates the scales from the front. And even make a little space like that. There's his face. So I could do it the other way. 1, 2, and then I could just, depending on how I want it to look, I could just do it like that too. And now there's so many more things I could add, but I'm definitely going to add a lily pad. And a lily pad kind of has this, looks like a Pac-Man. It looks like it wants to be a circle, but it stops. So it's like the letter C and V. And you can add veins to it if you want to make it look more realistic. And you can add one that maybe looks like it's coming right off the page. I'm going to pretend the circle of the C is out here and it comes like this. There's my lily pad. I'm definitely going to make that green. You can even put lilies on it if you want. You can make some seagrass. Maybe there's seagrass, little, oops, I probably should have left little holes. I could color it green. You can make as much as you want, flowing off from the side. Seagrass. I could even, I'm going to do it not with my black, but you know me, I love to color over it. I definitely want it to look like the ripple on the water. So I might add some beautiful spirals all over. So it's going to look like the water is rippling, like maybe the wind or maybe they're moving it around. I'm going to just fill it with these spirals all over. It's going to be so beautiful. Now, when you look at the koi fish, or better known as the carp, they are known for their strength. In fact, they can swim up a waterfall. So they're often used as a symbol to represent courage and strength. And in Japan, there's a special day called Children's Day on May 5th. And that day is meant to say, it's meant to be a day of respect for kids and respecting their personalities and celebrating their happiness. And there's so many different types of carps. There's not just one pattern of one. They're not all orange. They're not all orange and white. So if you look through the slideshow, you're going to see so many beautiful different types of koi fish. They come in different sizes. They can live a very long time. I read somewhere that they sometimes live till 200 years. Can you imagine? Older. So old. So when you get ready to decorate yours, you can think about how you want to decorate it, what you want to add. I feel like I need another, I want another lily pad. Maybe I'm going to do it. I didn't leave a lot of room. Maybe I won't. I'll leave it out for now. So I'll just show you what it looks like when I start painting over it. I'm going to use my tempera cakes. They're called cakes. They're a little different than the watercolors because they come out a little bit darker. Watercolors are very see-through, so you can see the color of the paper through it. Really, really good. So I think I'm going to go for a nice turquoisey color. That's this one here. Sorry, let me move this over a little bit so you can see. Oops, here we go. And this is certainly not the only way to draw it, but I love that view from above, like we're staring down into the pond and we can see the fish swimming. Definitely check out the video that shows you them. So, oh, I like it when it gets rich. I can make it dark and light. I could blend colors. Maybe I'll use 2 different blues to show the ripples. I'm going to definitely use a little more water on my brush. Oh, wow. Look at how it comes alive. It looks like the ripples on the water, like maybe either rain fell on it or maybe the fish are breathing or moving, and so I see it. Oh, yes. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And you know I'm using my thick, flat brush. That helps spread out the paint pretty easily. You see this? Oh, yeah. There we go. I'm going to make a little dark blue in there, too, just to see how it looks. Oh, yeah. I like that. I get in close. Pull it like a broom, right? I'm cleaning my paint onto the paper. I'm brushing it on. And I'm going to fill up all of the water because I want it to look like I'm looking into a beautiful pond. And if you're really lucky, I'm not sure what your plans are for being able to go out, but when you are able to go out or at least they used to, I hope they still have it, at Wave Hill, which is very close to most of us in Riverdale. If you go there, they have a beautiful pond, and in there are the koi fish and the lily pads. Maybe you could take your sketchbook there. Maybe you could go take some pictures and then go home and look at the pictures to draw your sketch of your fish swimming. So I'm going to finish mine up and go check out all the beautiful patterns. I could make it solid orange. I certainly need to finish my blue, but I want to show you what I'm going to do. I could make patterns by drawing them. So maybe I want him to have that kind of interesting, almost like a cow. So I'm going to give some organic shapes. Remember we said shapes that aren't rectangles, squares. And I'm just going to put it over here on the side. You could draw the scales if you want. You don't have to, but you could. I could even make some patterns like this. And then I'm going to fill in, and you could use your paints, you could use your crayons, your colored pencils, your oil pastels. I probably would use oil pastels to color my fish, but I'm going to color all here orange, and you'd be surprised how many different types of koi fish there are, how many different varieties. Check it out, choose your colors, decide what you want yours to be. Look how beautiful that looks. I think I'll add it to the tail too, to the fins here. And that's going to be how we work on our koi fish today. Now you can see the slideshow. You'll see such a variety. This is certainly not the only way to make it, but that idea, if you watch them, you're going to see they have that shape that's kind of like starts off with that U and then comes down to a point. So it's like a U at this end and a V at this end. And just have fun coloring yours. I'll show you mine when we meet.